They'll be calling you a radical. I want to get this video up tonight before that very special day comes tomorrow. So, this is the most underreported story in the world right now. Now, why was it even dripped out even a teeny bit to where I could find it? Because the I.A.E.A. by International Law has to report this. This is being hidden, squashed. This is the biggest story that has not been told in your hyperbole freaking news cycle, dogma burger eating, dogma snuggie, fucking we don't care, usury complex news cycle, clickbait away. So there's been a cyber attack on a nuclear reactor. They're not saying where, when, how. Why is that such a big deal? Oh, is that a big deal? I still say that's what happened at Chernobyl. Russian woodpecker on a picnic. I still believe it was Teller's crowning jewel. Teller, at the end of his life, what was his words? That scumbag? I don't care how many people I murdered and poisoned the earth for all humanity, as long as I stop them fucking Russians. The mad Hungarian. Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. So, look, it's going to happen. So, I was talking to a Japanese woman today. She's out recruiting for, I think I have this. I'm like, what are you doing? I says, you know they're gelling people, professors, for talking about food. Oh, no, we're so open. She's recruiting for the Japanese teaching education system, She's recruiting. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. No. You're not open and free. Are you kidding me? Let's get real about the Japanese populace. Yeah, there was a major group that protest and fight, and they just squash it down and hammer away, but they go along. So do we here. I will tell you. Ruth Ginsburg makes this incredible, ridiculous statement about Colin Kaepernick, calls him stupid. So, this is the disconnection. This is the elite talks about her club, how they like fine wine, dinner, her and Scalia, the fucking bubble that these fucking people live in. So, she's Jewish. For her to say that. Now, you think about this. So, all these guys, and she goes on this rant about, being discriminated as a child as far as being a Jew. So you're telling me those guys that were all standing like this in Austria, the one went like this was stupid? That's what she's saying. This is how gone this, and it's all the way from up to down the pyramid. This cyber attack's going to happen. Look, I want people to very much understand this. Know this. I did lecture after lecture after lecture for decades. Kevin, you keep saying we're getting a major nuclear meltdown. Where? I used to always say, I called the nuclear vagina the nuclear triangle. Japan, Russia, United States. Chernobyl, I.A.E.A. Fukushima, Diani. TikTok. By the way, we had meltdowns. I reported. San Onofre had 2. Running it so hot, it exploded in late 2011 while I was in the bone marrow transplant center fighting for my life. Reported it. Then cheating on the exchange, trying to cheat a cheater reactor, and they get away with it. Still not reported to this day. It's going to happen. I think, this is where I think can happen. I think it's going to be cyber. Snowden was in Fukushima, the cyber counter-terrorism cyber guru. Came home right before. I think it'll happen in Japan again. Will we ever know? If it does, probably not. Look, the 48 reactors offline, so they're not fired up, right? So they're safe, right? No, they're much more dangerous not running. They've been so-called, mothballed? There's no mothball in a nuclear reactor. For 2,030 some odd days? Do you know how vulnerable that island is? Fukushima's Fukushima's ongoing. I turned it to a woman over there, and she's running the Weber State exchange student. And I told her, really? Do you know about Fukushima? Oh, yeah, I was there when Fukushima happened. Oh, yeah? I helped sack up dead fish. Where? Right in Fukushima prison? Yeah. Do you realize what you just did to yourself? Do you realize your statistical probability of getting a death sentence called cancer some point in your life? Do you have any clue? Huh? This is how disconnected human beings have become from their environment, from the... Do you realize how many fucking birds have died in North America post-Fukushima? by the hundreds of millions. Do you realize how many fucking mammals in the Pacific Ocean have fucking died? Do you realize this has been the greatest collapse to an ecosystem in human fucking history? And no one cares. My 5-year miracle comes tomorrow. I've been going through this emotional state the last few days. I've traveled far across the Milky Way to this cancer. I became a slave. I've started to experience emotions the last few days that I didn't know existed. Look, I've been so like a laser beam, focused, like running back to 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 marathons at a sprinter's pace. What I've done in the last 5 years is impossible. Survive a cancer like this, there's no shot surviving a cancer like this. This is a survival rate that most studies, you look at studies, will tell you if you're over 50 years old, which I was, don't even try it. Don't put yourself through it. You're going to die. I knew all this. I focused in on a laser beam. My doctors, my cancer psychologists, everybody around me, I focused in like a laser beam. I've lived 15 lives in the last 5 years. Literally. I've gone that hard. Relentlessly. Ruthlessly. Like a freaking laser beam on a fucking balance beam. On a teeny, tiny, narrow path where I've known there is no fucking wavering. There is no room for fucking mistakes. You cannot err. You cannot waver. You cannot fucking one little tilt. You're dead. I've known this. I've lived that way for 5 years. I can't believe how focused. Mentally, and I think about unwind from that. I'll spend the day tomorrow. I was perfectly fine. I just got a stomach ache. I've been thinking about it the last few days. Wow. I think about my life the last 5 years. I'll spend the day tomorrow. I'll do my radio show in the morning. I'll spend my day meditating and praying. I'll walk in meditation tomorrow and pray all day. I'll fast tomorrow. Wow. I can't even really wrap my mind around this journey. Has it broke my heart? Oh, yeah. Has it lost my hope in humanity? Oh, yeah. I've watched people attack me while in critical condition. Ain't you fucking dead yet? Just go crazy. Give totally 100% of myself. The foot washer on Balco. I've given of myself 100%. I've lived on nothing. I had quite a bit of money when I handed it over. Had to learn to live like this half a life, quarter of life. I think about, the usury complex. I've always been the activist, but buy here, pay here. 500 per 80%. Debt structure just pyramiding on top of pyramid. Watch the stucco industry go to fake rock, fake ephes, big fucking styrofoam, evil man. Call Venetian plaster when I can go, I'm the only laughing plaster guy in the whole fucking state. Maybe in the whole rate, what I can do with a Hawken trial. The things that I've accomplished, the hand chiseling the Masonic temple back. These skills that I developed over my life, the hard work, the journey, doing everything that I was supposed to do, my love for the ecology, my love for the Pacific Ocean, Remember when I used to be able to smell that fucking Pacific Ocean? We'd be 100 miles away, more than that. Start to have fits. I still go there. I still go there. In my mind. When I'm there, I'll never forget sleeping out on the fucking cliffs at Gorda. Sleeping when I'm walking out there. Just me, sick, by myself. Not another peep, not another soul around, just the animals. I could hear the barking elephant seals. The waves crashing across the cliffs. Those type of fucking dreams that I had. I've never had dreams like that. All these angels, my father, my grandparents, all these people that made me, come to me in my dreams. What a journey, what a path. I don't know how I'll unwind. My activism will go forward for all life. I already made that deal. I made that deal in the bone marrow transplant the night I was going in and out of a coma. I didn't make a deal with God. I thanked God. Whatever God is, I thank Him every single day. I pray every day. I don't even know what God is, God who, whatever the energy that exists. I don't know if it's my jewel, whatever. But I simply say thank you for all the blessings. Every day. I focus like a fucking laser beam. You know, I'll start to think about it. I have been thinking about it the last few days. The pain. It just, I mean, I remember in the hospital, 0 to 10, what's the pain level? And then I had up there, leukemia pain in your guts, in your abdomen, whole other world, the second brain, the stomach. I can't believe it. I watched every single person with me die. I mean, over and over and over and over. To be focused like that for 5 years, the price you pay socially, economically, philosophically is beyond tremendous. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone. You know, it leaves a path of whatever. You know, all the things that you're groomed and postured to be, see, they're all gone. It's all gone. You know, the relationships, the people that come and go, the people that, you know, along my path, I've lost so much hope in humanity. Slaves in China and East Turkey consumption, just one generation removed, one generation ago, oh, they fucking cared. I remember when Kathy Lee Gifford got in trouble for friggin' her sweatshops in Haiti. Now it's all fucking sweatshops. Usury, every single thing is made by fucking slaves. Everything we consume. Consumable, we even consume more and more with bigger and bigger fucking debt. No one cares. The ecology dying right in your face. The greatest ecological collapse in human history. It's going to happen, it's going to happen. You know, walk it, proving it, trying to scream, freaking get people's attention. Hell, no platform. In fact, just people just plagiarizing and steal from me. Lost so much hope in humanity. Oh, yeah. I mean, such a tiny, tiny few of people out there that are still connected to each other, connected to reality, connected to the environment. I mean, fuck what's going on the coast of California, what's going on fucking in Oregon and Washington, Alaska. I mean, the serfdom, the marine biologists, the workers for the Department of Resources up and down state, federally, none of them give a fuck. NOAA told me multiple times, NOAA's told me right to my face many, many fucking times. Not our job. It's nobody's job. You know, it took an old retired biologist to find the dead mirrors one every 5. He goes to the media. You know, the media blackball me. People attack me, whatever. Still all my work. You know. My work shows up in mainstream television, mainstream movies, mainstream everywhere. No credit. Just take a guy. Just abuse. I've been in this fight. It'll be 5 years tomorrow. I knew that I could not waver for 5 fucking years, and I haven't. No days off for fucking cancer. To survive this, it had to be that way. To tell this greatest fucking tale, my place in time, or curse the spite that I was ever born to set this fucking right. It's going to happen again. It's not going to be Putin launching a bomb in Syria, a tactical nuclear war going back and forth with each other. That ain't going to happen because they know what the other side will do. It's not going to happen unless it happens by mistake. It's going to happen in a nuclear reactor. It's like it did at Fukushima, Daiichi, and Diani. Where's it going to happen? Most likely in Japan. San Onofre or Diablo Canyon. Just like that's where it's going to happen. You know, maybe in one of the reactors in the east we could get an earthquake on one of these faults. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be another earthquake. It's going to be another major tsunami. Oh, these once in a fucking millennium earthquakes can happen. Then why the other one happened 5 years earlier in fucking Phuket on the Ring of Fire? It's going to happen sooner or later. I know the San Onofre because I've talked to Tom many times. Allison, she'll tell you right up. McFarland, she agrees with me. Tom from Medicine, he agrees with me. Barbara Roxer agrees with me. You know, but nobody will stand up. Nobody's got the guts to go on camera. Thousands and thousands of people will stand by me, hold the camera, whatever. I'll never forget it. I'm, you know, out on an Obama gig when he's pulling his dog and pony show on his nuclear waste fucking lies. And they changed the route on me as one of my hundreds and hundreds of activists. Got nobody to hold the camera. You know who's holding the camera? Secret Service. Don't tell anybody, Kev. I mean, the relationships I developed, the people that I've worked with, the things that I've seen, it ain't because I've done all the work. The path. It's going to happen. This is the biggest story not reported, just like San Onofre. Blew twice. I'm the one who reported it. I'm the only one that told Fukushima in reality. I'm the only one at the USS Reagan trial, fucking the whole thing from the beginning. I'm the only one at media at the Megan Rice trial. All these major culture. Is that even humanly possible? To think 350, that's not possible. Statistically, I'm an old stat professor. That is statistically impossible. The things that I've done, the thing I've accomplished, while in critical condition with no fucking money. My bill was 1.8 million, and I'm so grateful that I'm alive. I am grateful that I'm alive. You know, I get to see my grandchildren grow up. I get to see my beautiful, beautiful, amazing children, grandchildren. You know, there's still some beautiful people out there, but it's very few and very far between. I would say 1 in 1,000, if that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's 1 in 300. That's as far as I will ever stretch it. This whole path, 5 years, broke my heart, lost my hope in humanity. Yeah. You know, it isn't like we didn't try it, but that doesn't mean I give up. No, I'll still fight. I can sing and dance. I'm Hamilton. What's a tariff? What's a usury law? Buy here, pay here. You know, we had them in this country. What's the enforcement of antitrust law? What's to exploit thy neighbor within? What's to, I mean, Johnny got his gun. Nobody wants to steal your Walmart shit. You've been sold. So easy. Why do they do it, these globalist rats? Because they can. It's never been so easy. Even with the information age. Look what they've done to this genre. My work will stand. I think about the art that I made and created while sick. We do our best work when we're sick, right, Michael Jordan? You know, I have that flu game ticket. You know, I think about these things. 311 at San Onofre, 426 at San Onofre, at the USS Reagan. I mean, hands up, don't nuke. Leading the inaugural speech of the million, the biggest social freaking anti-social repression, anti-monarchy fucking movement on the face of the fucking earth. To think I started that while sick, me and a group of people fucking led the inaugural speech, gave the first fucking march. I mean, gave the first speech, led it. I mean, that's impossible. These things that I've done, these things that I've accomplished while sick, fighting for my fucking life. Statistically impossible. Just like surviving OS. I remember that fucking night. Just a stomach ache. Got worse and worse and worse. Called the fucking ambulance, finally, for me to call an ambulance. Just puking bowel movement out of my mouth. The misdiagnosis, it's truly a miracle. I saw the worst medical. I have 12 different doctors sent me home. I was sent home with hospice. I was told by the #1 pathologist in the state of Utah, there's no hope. There's no fucking hope. I've never had one wrong. I said, you got this one fucking wrong. While in epic tumors wrapped around on my fucking bowel, so malpractice, no attorney will step up and fucking touch me with a 10-foot pole. No media touched me with a fucking 10-foot pole. No fucking nobody, nothing. You know, talk about on your own. I mean, fuck. I think about my fight. Do you fucking even get in the fucking bone marrow transplant unit? I fight to save infections in my line fucking multiple times. I mean, I think about, fuck. I can't even wrap my mind around it. Well, quote my doctor, one of them. They abandoned me, cut off Medicaid while I'm in treatment by Mike Lee for catching the cows drinking radioactive fucking water out of the energy solutions dump site. I mean, the frauds, the fucking attacks. Who can get kicked off Medicaid after you fork over nearly $1 million when the government gave you leukemia, killed my fucking father, nuked him to the Nevada test site? Well, they never gave him nothing. I won't stop there. But no, you're stupid for taking a knee. See this, the NFL players, they'll have the Slave Bowl in Buffalo. The Ryan boys are racist. You do know that. His father was set down by the NFL for using the N-word multiple times. He's a racist. The Ryan brothers are hardcore racists. The NFL are hardcore racist. This whole thing is built on your fucking back. It's not just about race. It's not just religion. It's about social inequality. It's class warfare, and they waged it. I'll invite all you guys to come walk in the street with me. You know, I got no money. You got all the fucking money. You can't even support me. Support us, and when we do all the fucking dirty work. I've done all the fucking dirty work. You know, our small fucking group. While under heavy attack, risk our lives every fucking day. They're stupid, she says. Supreme Court Justice. And she's Jewish. When everybody was doing this, I was doing this. Stay tuned.